Hey, what's going on everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Mega Construx Pokemon Snorlax and Munchlax, or Ronflex and Goinfrex. The set has 272 pieces and retails for right around $24.99. I went out today looking for the Mega Construx Heroes Series 2. I was not successful, but I walked into my local Target and I saw this just chilling there on the shelf. 25 bucks. I was not expecting this set to exist. I had no idea there was a Snorlax set in the Mega Construx Pokemon line, so that's pretty cool, and this is a little bit different. Normally we get the the evolution tiers in separate sets, but this time we get Snorlax and Munchlax just in one set. No backdrop pieces, no Pokeball pieces, which is a little strange, but it is what it is. And as you can see, it's these guys. So, checking out the back, we've got another picture of Snorlax and Munchlax. Not really any dynamic action poses because there aren't any to be had. On the bottom here, you can see some of the other sets available. I have not seen any of these yet. I do have Blastoise here. You can check out that review on my channel. But other than that, not really much else to talk about here. It is just a Snorlax, and he is just a big, adorable pile of bricks. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy open out of the package and put together, and we will check him out right now. Alright guys, so here we have a Snorlax and Munchlax, and let's take a look at Munchlax first. And, the name has always been a little strange to me. It sounds a little bit like the name of a laxative, but that's just me. Anyway, so here's Munchlax. He's very much similar to the other starter Pokemon, Squirtle and Charmander and all those guys, where it's just the little ball-jointed arms here and the ball-jointed head. But that said, he does have nice ball-jointed parts. He's got a movable head, goes all the way around, up and down, whatever you want to do with it. The ears are posable. I know Munchlax just kind of chills out like that. He looks a little bit like, what's that old cartoon? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Chowder, that's what I'm thinking of. Chowder, that cartoon. He's also got ball-jointed legs, which is kind of cool, but they are under this kind of like belly skirt piece. So they are limited by that, but you can get a little bit of motion out of those, so that's pretty nice. Very nice printing on the face, the back of the head, and the chest here. And you can see the back of the body, I guess, sort of tail section as well. Looks pretty good, and he fits in nicely with the other Pokemon characters. Now, moving on to Snorlax himself, or itself, I guess. So we'll put Munchlax just off in the back here, and we'll bring up Snorlax, and my goodness, this is a solid build here. You can see very nice rounded body all over. super solid. This thing has some nice weight to it, and you can you can hear it when you drop it. That's a solid Snorlax there. He does have some posability as well. His arms are on ball joints, though they are a little restricted just by the size of the body. But you can actually rotate his arms around. By the way, they're connected, so you can get that going on. So, if you want to have them lying down like that, I guess, you can do that. The feet are the biggest disappointment to me. They are slightly posable. You can get a little bit of posability out of those, so I guess if you lie him down, you can put the feet out like that. But you can't really have him stand up in any meaningful way. You might be able to add some extra connectors in there. There's a little ball joint connector. You might be able to add some extensions and actually get this guy to stand a little bit better. I guess that kind of looks somewhat decent, but for the most part, he's just going to be like sitting on his butt the whole time. And he does also have a ball-jointed head, which can go around any way you want it to. I honestly think that his arms would have been better suited if they were built more like Blastoise has, you know, that kind of arm build where it's a little bit curved, and that way he can actually put his arms like over his stomach a little bit. I think that would have looked a little bit better to me, but that's just kind of a nitpick. He does have some really nice printing on his face there. You can see those pieces are all printed very nicely. Really gives off a, you know, Snorlax vibe. And yeah, I mean, overall he's super cute. I really would have liked to have some more posability though. It's not the end of the world. It is Snorlax. He's not really known for his agility, but at the same time, there's not really much you can do with him aside from having him just sit like this, and you know he can do a slash, I guess, like that. But that's not really gonna do a whole lot for you. Also, his hands are weird. Those are weird looking hands. Like, I get what they were trying to do, like that's supposed to be like a thumb, and then he's got 4 little claws that are supposed to, you know, be represented by those, but it just looks kind of funky. And it just looks like he's got like weird flipper hands or something. I don't know. Just for whatever reason, this particular set is not really wowing me the way the others have, but at the same time it is still Snorlax, and it's super adorable, and if you like Snorlax as a character, it's still a perfectly solid building set and perfectly really nice display piece that you can just have kind of chilling there with your other Mega Construx Pokemon. But it's not really going to do a whole lot for playability, so if that's what you're into these sets for, it's not really going to be that fantastic in that regard. So just something to think about. I mean, you could have your your weird Call of Duty guys come in here, and I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. Anyway, yeah. So Munchlax is great. I mean, he's a little Munchlax. Hi, everybody. He can do that. He can do a little kick dance. Yeah, just like that. And Snorlax can, I guess, do this. He could be like, but that's really about it. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's really about it. He's you know, he's really nicely done. I just wish that there was a little bit more posability in the legs, and maybe slightly different arm construction. It's just his limbs that are kind of bothering me, but the body is put together really, really nicely. They did a really fantastic job of designing this and getting it all together. And there's even like little printing on the sides here, and honestly they could have gotten away without that. They could have just been solid, you know, tan on the sides, and I don't think anybody would have said anything. But you know, big props to Mega Construx for actually adding those prints. But I just would have liked to seen a little more posability out of this guy. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It actually does help me out. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be back with more in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.